Hello, hello. Good afternoon. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? What's going on? All right, so I got a couple of minutes. I just wanted to come on here and really just ask, where are my real ones at? Where are my real folks at? Hello to those of you who are just joining. I'm coming on real quick because, there's a lot of conversations going on about the economy and life be lifing, and, we live in paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people are, and, companies are coming up with ways to keep from increasing your pay but get more productivity out of you. And meanwhile, inflation is continuously rising. The price of everything has gone up. Housing, even, renting an apartment now, groceries have gone up. The cost of everything has gone up, right? But not everyone's pay has gone up, okay? You're working for, you're working a 9 to 5, you're not necessarily getting a pay increase, right? And, we could sit in that gloom and doom, mentality, or we could do something about it. And I want to know, where are the people that want to do something about it? Not only want to do something about it, but are doing something about it. Don't just say, yeah, I want to make more money. Yeah, I want to, stop living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, I want to build generational wealth. I want to do this. Okay, so what are you doing about it? Because if you are continuing to do the same thing that you've been doing, and you're expecting a different result somehow, that's the definition of insanity, right? So I want to know, where the real ones at? Where are the people who say, I want better for myself, I want better for my family, I want to, I want my 40 acres and a mule right now, and I don't want nobody to give it to me. I want to go out there and get it. I want to live the life I'm destined to live, because we are supposed to be prosperous. That's biblical. For all of you Bible thumpers out there, you know it. It's biblical, right? And there's a huge difference between those who talk about it and those who actually do it and let their actions talk for them. And I'm now in that mindset of, I'm going to talk. I'm not just going to talk about it, like I'm going to do it. I'm taking steps. And I want to know where the rest of you at. Where y'all at? Like, for real, where you at? Now listen, this isn't for everybody, what I'm saying, because there are some people who are, they love their 9 to 5 and they're fine with it. Like they want to continue doing that. Maybe they want to retire doing that, or maybe they just want to keep doing that till they decide to do something else. They don't want to work for themselves. They don't want their own business. They don't want generational wealth. They just want to be able to live comfortably, if you call that comfortable, they want to be able to live comfortably and, and not have any responsibility as far as, getting out there on their own and making it happen on their own without, somebody telling them when to clock in and when to clock out, and, when they can take off, and what happens if they call out sick, and, how much money, they will allow them to make, where they'll top off their pay, but continuously expect more work from them. I mean, some people are fine with that, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's who you are and what you are. Like, I actually love my career, what I do, but when I look at building generational wealth, I know that that's not the only thing I need to be doing in my career. I need to be adding to that. You can't put your eggs all in one basket. So I just want to know where the real ones at. Where the people who want more but are willing to do more. That's the golden ticket, right? It's not just about wanting it, it's about really manifesting it by your actions. You can't just say, I want this, I want this, I want that, but then your actions belie your words, right? Sorry, it's loud. I think that's an airplane. But yeah. So, you know, where my real ones at? Where are my folks that are ready to do something? I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of saying the same thing I was saying 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You know, my circle of girlfriends, and even some of my guy friends, you know, we may say the same thing, like, oh, you know, it's this, oh, you know, the job this, layoff here, you know, downsizing here, you know, getting fired there, you know what I mean? Like, we've all been there, we've all experienced different things, but when are we going to take control of our own lives? And like I said, this isn't for everyone. This is just for the people who really want to take control. Where are you? Because those are the people I'm looking to connect with. The ones who seriously want to do something about their circumstances. You want to change your circumstances. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tell me. I'm curious. I would love to know. Comment, you know, below. Let me know, you know, what steps, if you want to share, like what are some things you're doing? I know what I'm doing. I know the path I've taken. I've started, you know, I stopped just talking to talk. Now I'm actually walking the walk. So, I want to link up with other people who are doing the same thing or who want to do the same thing. If you're looking at your life right now, you're looking at your finances and you're like, wow, I haven't really grown in the past 5 years. Like, things are still the same. I haven't really leveled up, you know, in my financial future. I don't have enough money set aside. Like, if my 9 to 5 were to give me my pink slip today, would I have enough money to sustain me for the next 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years? Like, do you have money set aside? Do you have a backup plan? Do you have something you've really wanted to do? Goals and dreams that you wanted to accomplish, but every time you think about it, you're like, oh, well, I got the job. I don't have vacation time. I'm not able to do this, do that, because then, ran out of sick time. Like, that's almost diabolical. You know what I mean? That we even have to think like that, like things you want to do with your family, and you got to think about how your job could be affected. Now, of course, if it's, really important, especially when it comes to your kids, you'd be like, I don't give a damn what that job say, I'm gonna go. But, I mean, like, if you want to take a vacation, you don't have any time off, sometimes that can determine whether or not you take that vacation. So, let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you're not doing anything and you truly want to do something. Those are the people I want to talk to. You don't have a backup plan. You don't have a plan B, C, D, E. Your plan A is, not stable. And quite honestly, if your plan A is a 9 to 5 job or a regular job, whatever, 9 to 5 is just the name I use for it. If that's your plan and your only plan, it's not stable. No one's, a job does not make you stable. Because at any time, corporate America decides they no longer want your services, they no longer want your services. All right? So just think about that. And like I said, I'm looking for the people who want to do something. The real ones. I'm looking for the real ones. Because there's people out here getting it. There are people out here who are straight building generational wealth, making money, hand over fist, living well, doing what they want to do, not having to answer to a job, not having to, worry about whether or not they're going to get fired or laid off or, having to ask if they can take time off for vacation. So, yeah. And if that's what you want, why not you? Why can't you get it? Why can't you have it? We can have the desires of our heart. That's what Jesus said, right? Yeah. All right, just a little thought for today. Little Tuesday testimony, reaching out. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you soon. I can't wait to hear back from some of you, or all of you, whoever. Give me your thoughts on this. Do you think people are really serious when it comes to saying, when people say, everyone says, oh, I want to make more money, I want to be wealthy or rich or whatever. Well, I can't say everybody because some people say that, but I'm just yeah, that sounds ridiculous. Oh, I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be wealthy. Okay, what do you want to be? But whatever. But yeah, when people say that, but when it comes time to actually do something about it, people get real, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. My best friend's cousin, sister, baby daddy, nephew said he tried that and it didn't work. So I don't want to do that. Oh. So you seek advice from unsuccessful people. You'd rather ask the unsuccessful person how something panned out as opposed to asking the successful person. That makes sense. Not. So what is it? What is it that stops us from being real with ourselves? What is it that stops us from taking real action, making real bold steps, getting out of our comfort zone? What is it that stops us? Is it being uncomfortable? Because let me tell you, what's uncomfortable is living paycheck to paycheck. What's uncomfortable is, not knowing what you would do if you lost your only source of income. What's uncomfortable is waking up to a job that you hate, for those of you that hate your job. I couldn't work at a job I hate. I did that before. I had jobs in the past that I was just there to collect a paycheck. And that's all it gave me was a paycheck. Which is why I didn't last at those jobs. You do what you love, it won't seem like work. But if you hate your job, you hate going to work, that's uncomfortable. What's uncomfortable is being behind on bills. What's uncomfortable is having more month at the end of your money. You know what I mean? The money runs out, but you still got more month left, more bills to pay. So you robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you making payment arrangements, or you doing all these things. Hi, for those of you who just joined. So that's uncomfortable. What's uncomfortable is having to tell your kids that they can't have the Christmas that they once had. What's uncomfortable is having to tell yourself no to getting things that you really want because you don't have the money to pay for it. And if we go to work every day, let's just think about it. If you go to work every day, if you work hard, because some of us work hard, some of us work long hours, some of us spend time and days away from our family and loved ones, okay? If you're doing all that to help build your company's dream, how is that okay? That you then can't even turn around and build things, buy things for yourself, things that you dream about. That's an oxymoron, right? That doesn't even sound right. And at the end of the day, we have to get tired of, hey Rob, how are you? At the end of the day, we have to get tired of being okay with continuing to pour time, energy, and effort to make sure somebody else makes millions off of us, and we don't then turn around and do the same thing for ourselves. And that's real talk. And I had to have this discussion with myself. I had to have this discussion with myself, And these are the kind of discussions that I have now. And that can tell me a lot about a person. If I have a conversation with them and I'm like, hey, how do you feel about this? And, what are you doing? Are you setting things in place? Especially if they've told me, hey, I gotta find something else. I need, additional streams of income. I need more money. I want to be able to do this for my children. I want to be able to do this for my parents. I want to be able to do this for my husband, for my wife, whatever. Okay. So don't talk about it. Be about it. Here's what's going on. Here's what I'm doing. Take a look at this. And look, it's okay to say no to something you don't want to do. But if you straight up be like, oh, I don't even want to look at it, that tells me a lot about you. Without you telling me all about you. You comfortable with being uncomfortable in your current state. Maybe you want it easy. I got a news flash for you. I've never heard a successful, wealthy person tell me, oh, it was easy. Never. Not one time. People who are living comfortably now, who, have their their finances in order, who are able to live the life of their dreams, travel wherever they want, eat at the best restaurants, maybe even have a private chef, beautiful home or homes, car or cars, like none of them, I've never heard any of them say, oh, it was oh so easy. Like they had to get super uncomfortable with that perceived level of comfort of where they were, where it was just, okay, I'm just going to depend on working for someone else who will dictate what, the hours I work and how much I make and that sort of thing, you know what I mean? And yeah, they just decided I need something else too. And like I said, this is, not for everyone, because some people really love working a job and are okay with working a job till the day they decide they don't want to work anymore. And that's fine. I had people in my family retired from their jobs after several years, lived very, modest lives, good income, retired, but they were smart and saved money along the way. And that was great. There was nothing wrong with that. That's what they wanted. But I'm talking to the big dreamers. And with all the advantages that we have in this day and age, in 2023, all the advantages, all the opportunities that we have, there's no reason why, if you want more, if you want the best, if you want the life of your dreams, there's no reason why you should settle for mediocrity. And those are the people I'm talking to. All right, I'm gonna go now. That's my rant for today. I'll be back soon to talk to you all. Can't wait to hear what some of you have to say. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, people. Time is waiting for nobody. It's September 19th, 2023. Like, December 31st will be here before you know it. And then January of 2024, literally right around the corner. What are you going to do? Are you going to be in the same place you are today? Or are you going to be taking steps to change your life? I know where I'll be. And I hope I'll see you there. All right? Peace.